So just finished watching East versus West 21. Want to do a recap. Honestly, I got a lot of the predictions wrong on some of these matches. It was cool seeing Duvon get on the prelim card against Curtis Cameron. Although he lost, he definitely put up a good fight. Anna Gronland, I had picked her to win, but Jocelyn was just way too much. Mayan, I picked to win. Looks like his cupping, his explosiveness was too much. That was a good match. I was wrong about Riekert versus Alexander. Schoolboy, I picked Riekert to win on the left and Schoolboy to win on the right, but it was in fact the opposite that happened, with Riekert looking really good on the right arm. Dominant win over Schoolboy there. And then Ayan with the W against Victoria Carlson. That was another one I got right. Got this one wrong. Paul Lin versus Bogdan Stoica. Bogdan looked really good, super explosive, able to take Paul out of a good position, out of his power, just with his speed and technique and power in that press and hook. And he was very versatile, hitting in different angles and different rounds. I will say one of the standout performances for sure was Tobias Sporrong, completely destroying Georgi Zaranov. I think that puts him like for sure top 5 left arm, I would say. Here they finally have the rankings on the East versus West website, so let's take a look here. Looks like Tobias was number 9. So I mean, who was a good match for him? Either Ivan Matyushenko or Kurdecha. Those were two of the names he mentioned, or even like Alajan or Dadikyan maybe. But yeah, definitely Tobias Sporrong was very, very impressive. And probably one of the matches of the night was Jordan Sonev versus Prudnik. I had picked Prudnik to win, and he showed a lot of technical versatility, but it just looked like Jordan Sonev too strong in the hook and was able to get the victory there in a very close match. Absolute war of a match. Probably one of the best matches on the card, I would say. Mindaugas against Prokopchuk was Mindaugas' technical masterclass. Made it look pretty smooth, just taking the hand and wrist of Daniel and making his adjustments, getting his shoulder behind it to win. So another match I had predicted Mindaugas to win. And then the main event. So after the first 2 rounds of Kamil Jablonski just completely pressing straight through Jerry, I'm thinking like, holy shit, like this is not a good look for Jerry. How many times has he just been absolutely destroyed recently? Is crazy. Is it just going to end like that? But Jerry able to at least put up some resistance when he finally went going into a King's move, although one of the rounds out of the strap when he was going to slip, they called a pin, which I thought was not a pin. It looked like it was the forearm, not from the wrist to the fingertips that touched, so that shouldn't have been a pin, but he didn't challenge it. He went back to his corner. So but I mean, Kamil definitely earned that win. I think it was 4-1. Jerry Cataract winning one round. Seeing him in a King's move was pretty interesting. But yeah, that was another one I had predicted wrong. So Kamil Jablonski with the W there. I'm wondering what's next for Jerry Cataract. A lot of losses for him recently, guys. But the main event went pretty much how I expected it to go. Michael Todd winning. Georgi Svetkov getting a really good position in a lot of the rounds where he looks like he was so close to being able to pin, but just did not have a press to finish the match on Michael Todd. Was like absolutely stretched out in some positions where he's just holding on by his fingertips, but he's able to transition with his shoulder and show his technical ability. So yeah, Michael Todd with the win, and he called out Levan Sagnashvili to have a match in June in the USA. I believe they were going to do that in Arkansas. At least that's what he's been talking about for a while, is facing Levan Sagnashvili in Arkansas in the USA. June 13th was what he called out Levan for. So yeah, that will be huge. Let's see what happens with Levan and Vitali in February. And it was also confirmed Devin Larratt versus Morozov is going to happen on the left arm at that event. So that's huge. That's fantastic announcement that Robert Baxter just made, guys. But overall, I would say East versus West 21, pretty good event. Some good matches for sure. Yeah, it wasn't like one of the best events ever, but it was pretty good. It was pretty entertaining. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section here, guys. Definitely going to review that and make some more content regarding matchups and stuff like that. And go vote in the polls I put up in my community tab section as well, guys. And hit like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.